Hello and welcome to today's January 24th daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, then welcome back. On this channel, I keep you in the loop on what's really going on in Washington, D.C. with President Biden, the Build Back Better stimulus package, the U.S. economy, money, investing, and much, much more. All right, now don't forget to sign up for the $15,000 giveaway that Casey and I are doing in the month of January, thanks to amazing video sponsors. I can't believe that this contest is ending very soon, so I'll leave a link below so that you can get entered. Now, I noticed some of you are saying, hey, if I'm dropped onto an article or a video, how do I know if my entry has been accepted? That is the proof that your entry has been accepted. You've left that page and it's pushed you somewhere else. So hopefully that gives you peace of mind that your name was entered. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving these videos a like. I do hours and hours of research to bring you the most up-to-date news in as short a video as I can. So I really appreciate when you hit that like button. Okay, now the New York Times, which has been a big fan and defender of President Joe Biden, is now casting doubt on his ability to manage the country and the COVID pandemic. They said this weekend, 438,110 people have died of COVID under President Biden's leadership and his miracle vaccines. They say that close to 10,000 people a week are still dying and that the president needs to do more or ask for more help. They then suggested Biden should rule with an iron fist and take all bipartisan approaches off the table. They all but said it's time for Biden to behave like a dictator when it comes to policies and vaccines, while Democrats still control the country. Now, a large percentage of the country hasn't gotten their third booster shot because they're witnessing what's going on in the country and with Omicron. However, Dr. Fauci is suggesting that even though we're still trying to get people their third shot, that a fourth shot may be necessary. President Biden called for members of the U.S. Embassy in Ukraine to come home. He announced that the United States is not in a position to help get American citizens home if Russia declares war. Now, I'm praying we don't have another Afghanistan situation on our hands where it's been discovered that there are still over 1,000 Americans trapped in Afghanistan behind enemy lines. The president of Ukraine said he is shocked and does not want American troops to defend his country. He said Biden should have left the sanctions on oil pipelines that Donald Trump put in place. Now Biden has made Russia brave to attack other countries, including Ukraine. President Biden will huddle today with other leaders of NATO to decide how to proceed with Russia and whether to send boots on the ground and use U.S. military forces. The supply chain issue is supposedly solved, but it could get worse, according to some economists. The country of China has locked down over 5 million of their working class citizens to try to get COVID under control before the Olympic Games. With workers not working, goods are not being made to come here to the United States. This could lead to more bare shelves and increases on prices as manufacturers are struggling to get the supplies, parts, and metal they need in order to create stuff here in the United States. Now, regarding the stimulus package, Senator Ben Cardin is calling for more stimulus. He says close to 10 million Americans just missed work because of the Omicron situation. Even though we didn't see a spike in deaths, we saw a spike in people missing work and missing paid hours. Cardin said it's time to seriously consider more stimulus. Now, he didn't say specifically what he wants to see, but he did hint that the child tax credit program should become a standalone bill, possible stimulus to select groups of people, and businesses might need another shot of money in the arm, especially the restaurant and hospitality sectors. Regarding student loan debt, the president was asked point blank on whether he intended to keep his presidential campaign promise of forgiving $10,000 of student loan debt. The president completely ignored the question. One student loan cancellation firm issued this statement saying, if only students could avoid debt, the way Biden dodges questions about his broken promises. As of right now, 43 million Americans are carrying $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. The White House said Biden is still trying to get clarification on student loan forgiveness authority, but has pushed the debt repayment back twice, and Americans should be grateful to him for that. Representatives Cori Bush and Jamal Bowman said the president has the authority to forgive this debt and should use it. Senator Ben Cardin said he believes momentum is growing for standalone stimulus bills. The president wants them, but Pelosi does not. It's been suggested that maybe she's worried she won't get the $200 million for the park she wants to build with her name on it before she retires. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I read that in several articles today. Speaking of building momentum, more and more members of Congress are getting on board with blocking members of Congress from being able to buy stocks using insider information. However, even if a bill is drafted, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi would have the sole authority to bring that bill to the floor for a vote or to let it sit on the shelves. Now, which do you think she will do? Will she vote to remove Congress's ability to do insider trading? Or will she shelve the idea? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love reading your thoughts. Again, this insider trading is an issue with Republican and Democrat lawmakers. Well, the stock market is having a rough week, and today is no better. The streaming giant Netflix has dropped over 29% in the last week. The S&P 500 is down over 10% in the last 30 days, as well as the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Now, there's no question the Fed releasing the idea that they could raise rates has sent a panic through the stock market. However, the question to ask is, when will we find a new bottom? Because when you have a drop like this, it's a great time to buy and ride it back up. The question is, when will we hit bottom? And that's the hard part about predicting the stock market. Same thing with crypto. Bitcoin and Ethereum are also feeling the pain of big drops in value. Once they find a bottom, though, they will launch back up like they have in the past, most likely, and it would be a great opportunity to buy. I'll personally be looking into Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I'm not going to talk to you about it in the comments below. So if someone with this face talks to you about crypto, that's a scammer. Don't fall for it. Now, if you decided not to go to China and attend the Olympics, you might be grateful that you passed on the opportunity. The Chinese government has announced all visitors must have a COVID test from their butt in order to enter the country. China says swabs from the bum give the best indication on whether you have COVID or not. Now, I'm not making this up. It's definitely in the news. But if you go to China, they want COVID tests from your butt, not from your nose. Gosh. Okay, 74% of Americans in a new poll released that they believe the United States as a country is heading in the wrong direction, and their wallets can prove it, according to this poll. Also, Texas and West Virginia have announced that they will no longer hold money with investing firm BlackRock, the largest investment firm in the world with over $10 trillion in assets. They say BlackRock is single-handedly hurting America while pushing money to China, and they won't be a part of it anymore. BlackRock does invest a lot of money in Chinese companies. They are also the firm that has been buying up single-family homes all over the United States and making the price of rent go up. They say that they want this to become a renting nation, more like Europe. So if you see higher home prices, BlackRock probably had a part of that. If you see higher rent in your area, BlackRock likely also had a part in that. Lastly, cows are being kept indoors using virtual reality goggles over their eyes to simulate being outside in a pasture. Farmers say they are testing whether cows enjoy being hooked up to virtual reality versus being stuck in a barn. So I don't know what the outcome of that will be, but if you Google it, there's all these cows with virtual reality goggles over their eyeballs. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. There's a lot going to be happening with Congress back in office now, with the stimulus packages and how Biden wants to move forward in his second year as president. And I'll be here to cover all of that. According to Senator Ben Cardin, standalone stimulus and more stimulus is gaining momentum within Congress. And so I'll bring you any updates that I see about that. Before you go, make sure to get your name entered. The $15,000 giveaway will be ending soon. 20 of you are going to get $250 in cash, and one of you will get $10,000, $5,000 to keep and $5,000 to give to someone you love. Now, before you go, I want to remind you that you are amazing. Make sure to check out this video about how to turn $4,000 into $40,000. It has nothing to do with the stock market, and it's something almost everyone can do. Hey, I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.